Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here. Well, today I have a lot to talk about. My Hooks and Needles box subscription number 2. I did start on one of the projects and talk about my other makes, and then I have a yarn haul. But before I do that, I just want to thank all of my subscribers. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel over the past 3 months. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you here. Sorry I've been gone, but I've just had a lot of stuff going on with my teeth. It was just one of those things. I was in some pain, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, but I'm back, and I'm glad to be back once again. So yeah, so I'm going to talk about my makes first, and then I'm going to talk about my Hooks and Needles project that I'm working on, and then I'm going to talk about my yarn. My yarn haul is also going to be mentioned while I'm talking about my makes, because I used some of the yarn already. My first make I want to talk about is these cute little Bigfoots. I love these. This is by AQ Crochets, and now the hair I added as an afterthought. That's my idea. But AQ Crochets also, you can do this kind of yarn, or she also says you can use the other fluffy curly yarn. But I didn't do that. I just used this yarn so that I could see the stitches better, because I'm still learning how to do these amigurumi projects. So here are these guys. One has hair, one doesn't. This one's going to Tristan. This one's going to my customer. Now, my husband told me, put a little hair on top for this one, but not as much. Just kind of keep it around maybe the first and second stitches of the round. So I think I'll do that. And this is a pattern that starts actually upside down. You start from the head and you work your way up to the butt. And that you make the arms and the feet first, and then you stuff them and do all that. And then as you work your way in, you crochet them in. So that's how that works. And this yarn is from Knotty Pony, and I love this yarn. Now this yarn is from Hobby Lobby. I don't like the brown yarn as well. I just don't. I really like the Knotty Pony yarn. It's just much more soft, more luxurious, I guess you could say. Now, and there's not as much yardage in the Knotty Pony yarn, but it has the same amount of grams. Like, I think they're both 100-gram balls. So that's amazing. Balls or skeins, however you guys want to pronounce it. But I really like the Knotty Pony yarn, and I really like the price too. It's a very good price point for yarn for us crafters out there, you know. So anyway, but here are these Bigfoots. I quite like these. Yeah, this one's already sold pretty much. I just have to finish his hair. But yeah, so there is that. So here are these little guys. Now, I don't know why this one turned out bigger. I think I might have added some stitches. But yeah, so here we go. Yeah. And then, let's see, what else did I work on? I worked on some little pocket birds by a creator named Madeline Mako, which also now goes by Todd and James on Etsy. So, and that's where I purchased these. And I guess today, as I'm filming this, I don't know when it'll go, this video will go up. Today, the patterns that she has on Etsy are 70% off, I think, on most of them. And I bought 4 more patterns this morning, you guys. I just love her patterns. But this is her pocket birds. This is a cockatiel. And I did this embroidery eyes. Don't look too closely at my eyes. I'm just learning. This is like my first time embroidering eyes. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is a cockatiel, and I made her pink. And I also added the tail, which is just some loops. So I just did that. Anyway, here's the cockatiel. I think she's super cute. And also the nose, I did a surface bobble stitch for the nose. The nose that they have, that it was just one stitch across, and I didn't like that. And then I've made a budgie. I've made a chicken. I've made this is my own creation. This one was not offered, but I thought, hey, we need a bluebird. And this yarn is Knotty Pony yarn. Oh my gosh, I love this yarn. The blue on the bottom is Knotty Pony. And then this is Hobby Lobby yarn on the top. And I think this color is called Blue Raspberry. You guys, I'm in love with this blue. Totally, I love this blue. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And then I made a flamingo. I love it. And let's see, I think that's it. So those are all the pocket birds. These are going to my grandkids. And then my daughter Hillary also has a sweet friend. Her name is Lacey, and she has some kids. And long story short, I made Lacey's little baby a baby blanket, and she was so thrilled because her grandma had passed away before she had her third baby, and I was able to give her the blanket, and anyway, it touched her heart so much. And it touched mine. She sent me back a note, and honestly, you guys, I got a huge lump in my throat. And she just told me how appreciative she was of the blanket, and it reminded her of her grandma, and that she missed her grandma, and thank you for thinking of her. And so this Easter, I wanted to send her kids some little pocket birds, and I wanted to make sure that little Lauren got one without the safety eyes. So anyway, so that's what's going on with that. I mean, do you ever have these people that come into your life that are somehow they get something that you had made, and it's just wonderful. I love to hear the stories. I really do. It's just awesome. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. And then you guys, I made some little bunnies. And I love what is that cat by Annie Caraway, the fat kitties. Anyway, I can't think right now. Anyway, I use that same pattern, Loaf cats. I used the same Loaf cat pattern and made Loaf bunnies. This one still needs a tail, but here is this one. And then I put some of the fur on her tail. And I didn't know if I told you, but this fur is called For the Moment by Yarn Bee. And this is what I used on my Bigfoots. So anyway, I love this yarn. It's really cool. So anyway, so here's my bunny. These are the two bunnies. And then this third bunny is from the pattern, let's see, AnDesign_craft. It's a tutorial, and I will put that tutorial link down below in the description. And I'll also put Annie Caraway's pattern for the Loaf cat that she put online. It's saved in my playlist, but I will list it in the description down below if you guys are interested. And then these little ears are so easy to make, and this is also in the AnDesign pattern as well. And I just applied those ears to here. And I like it how they kind of droop, you know. I mean, look at this. This looks like a real bunny. Really, just kind of sitting there eating something, and their ears are just flopping over. We used to have bunnies, so that's why I know a little bit about rabbits. But yeah, when they sit there, they're really relaxed, and their just ears kind of tip over. And yeah, so when I saw this, I thought of that, you know. Bunnies just kind of taking a little rest break, or their ears are just, you know, hanging out there. So let's see. I want to talk about what I made from my Hooks and Needles box. What I made was the coasters. I really did like those coasters, and I made 4, and I used their purple yarn that they suggested. The only thing is is my tension was quite a bit looser. And I should have thought about that because they wanted to use a 5mm hook. And for me using the 5mm hook, it was quite loose. So on the last stitch, I kind of improvised. And rather than doing, I think they wanted me to do some half double and doubles, I just did a single crochet in one stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next. And I just went around in the back loop. And then I started on the coaster holder, and I realized with their suggestions, it was just not very sturdy, you guys, because it's supposed to like wrap around and hug your coaster. And I don't know. And see the coaster itself, how much thicker it is around the edge. Yeah. So, and they wanted you to make 5. I made 4. So I'm going to do something different. I kind of started on a coaster cover thing, and I'm just double stranding the yarn together to make like a little coaster caddy. And I've torn it out so many times. In fact, I'm doing that right now. I cannot get it to fit the way I want it to, so I'm trying to figure out something. And I know I could probably use this pattern, and I know I could probably use that pattern, but I just won't need to use as much of it. I'll probably get to maybe about right there, and it'll probably be, you know, for as far as rounds go, it'll probably be where I need it to be. But anyway, so I will share that with you in my next video, the caddy holder, I guess you could say. And then I've been working on some other projects, but I just can't share those with you right now, but I will at a later date. So anyway, okay, so now you guys, I want to share with you my yarn haul. I love getting yarn. I really do. And I still have another order coming from Yarnspirations. I placed that order on March 7th. And I still haven't gotten it yet. And it's now, as I'm filming this, it is March 19th. And it's still not here. So there you go. But my Knotty Pony yarn got here very quickly. And I got a Premier haul. I got a huge Premier haul. Premier was clearancing out some of their yarn. I did get some of that. Really good deal. Really, really good deal. I think for a 3-pack, it was only $10. And then I just needed some yarn. So I'm going to share that with you right now. But I'm going to start with the Knotty Pony. Now, the Knotty Pony yarn does not have the color listed on it. So you just kind of have to know what color you're getting. So I wrote down the colors on a separate sheet of paper. Now, this was my first experience purchasing Knotty Pony. I got the assortment of the 12-pack. And then I got 2 extra brown because I just needed some brown. Now she does have some really cool colors. I think she's going to be expanding her color line, so I'm so excited. I can't remember the young lady's name that owns Knotty Pony, but she has a YouTube channel, and I think it's called the Knotty Pony, I think. And I will put her YouTube channel in the description down below, as well as the Knotty Pony website, if you guys are interested in purchasing Knotty Pony yarn. So I'm going to start off with the brown that I picked up. I picked up a 12-pack of an assortment, and this was in the assortment, and this is called Chocolate. And I've already opened the other 2. I don't know how I managed to not just finish one before I started a new one, but that's what happened. So here are the other 2 skeins, but they will be put to good use because I'm going to work on those Bigfoot patterns, and that's what I'm using this yarn for. So for now anyway, and I don't even think I'll need all of it. And it's got dog hair on it. I have, if you don't know, I have a Corgi mix, a Corgi, and then I have a Maltese Yorkie. He doesn't really shed, but my Corgis do. And so every now and then their hair shows up on my stuff. But anyway, there is that. I will put that over here. And then the next color is called Apricot. And look at this, you guys. very, very pretty. And I think apricot is a very fitting name for this. And it almost kind of has like a frosty glow to it. And these are 100-gram balls. I can't remember the yardage though. It's in there though. I think it's like 70 some yards. But yeah, so there is that. So that's apricot. The next one is called lime, and I've already used this. I used this on one of my pocket birds. I think it was the budgie. If I can find the budgie. Here it is. And then we went with cotton candy. I did use the cotton candy color. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? And I got this yarn when all the dental stuff was going on, so I couldn't really share it, but I needed it right away. So there's the cotton candy. And then the blue raspberry I used on the little pocket birds. And I'm thinking I could get maybe 3 pocket birds out of this. So I'm working on a second pocket bird. And I think I might be able to get a 3rd one, because you just use the bottom part. And I'm just about done with the bottom on this one. So I think I might easily get 3 pocket birds out of here. But isn't that beautiful? I love this blue. I'm in love with this blue. It is gorgeous, you guys. I wish you could feel this. And those of you who have purchased Knotty Pony, what do you think? I mean, yeah, it's just great, great yarn. I love it. All right, and then the next color is called, let's see, caramel. Now this is kind of a lighter brown. Very nice. In contrast with this, it's very, you could easily put these two together in a project. Very, very nice. I'll put that right here. All right, and then the next one is called lemon. Look at this yellow, you guys. You almost have to put your sunglasses on. I mean, look at that. Isn't that nice? And it pairs well with the lime. I mean, look at that. Isn't that nice? I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, and then here is the color strawberry, which is her red, but that is a very vibrant red. Very, very pretty. It almost has a little bit of melon in it. It's almost like a watermelon red to me, is what it is. This would make cute little watermelons. Can you see watermelons with this? And this is her black. This all came in the assortment. You get in the pack of 12, I believe you get 1 of each color with a little bit of a discount. And then there is a lavender. Beautiful, isn't it? And then there is baby blue. That one's also really pretty. And that could be paired well with this as well. I kind of like this blue better though. But yeah, because I thought about it. And then the white. You have your basic white, and I've used some of this. Very, very nice, you guys. You just squishing it relieves the stress. It just, I love it. All right, so there is my Knotty Pony yarn. Now I will put this away, and I have a huge box of Parfait Chunky. In fact, I'm going to show you really quick. So here it is, you guys. There she is. So I'm going to be going through that. So I've already looked through this and just, you know, dug and looked at everything. So these are going to be random. The clearance is going to be mixed up with the non-clearance yarn. So this one was a 3-pack for $10, and this is called Orchid. It's almost the same color as this, But this color is from Hobby Lobby. It's almost the same color. But anyway, there is Orchid. I thought that was really pretty. And then I picked up 2 balls of teddy bear. There's the teddy bear. And then I picked up 2 balls, and I'll just take these out of the plastic, of summer squash. I love this yellow. Now this is kind of a vibrant yellow like Knotty Pony. This is the Knotty Pony yarn, and this is the squash. Very pretty. Yeah. So there is that. Then there are 2 of the, where are you? Bubble gum. And this is all Parfait Chunky, by the way. Then I picked up, let's see, almond butter. And here is cocoa. Ooh, now that, I love that brown. That is a beautiful brown. I want to compare it to, okay, this is Knotty Pony, and this is Premier. I like this brown. I love this color. Yeah, I do. Very, very nice color. Okay. Here's another 3-pack. This is called, I think, Peacock. And there is the yarn. There is Peacock. And then I picked up a 3-pack of Lemonade. This is another one that was being discontinued. I really like this color. I wish that I would have got more. This would also make a great blend with to make flamingos, because that's almost like a coral pink. It's pink lemonade. All right, and then I picked up one of my pink favorite pinks that Parfait Chunky has is hibiscus. I've used this color a lot. I have more of this, and I use it. I really love this color. This is also a color I used in my flamingo. So yeah. Yep. So love that color. I want to put it with the pink lemonade. Ooh, you guys, isn't that nice? I really, really like that. I want to make like a big flamingo. I think that would be cool. All right. And then, let's see. Do I have any more 3-packs? I don't have any more 3-packs. So I bought 2 red, and I think this is called Poppy. So here is Poppy. Love that color. Love it, love it. And then I picked up 2. I pretty much bought 2 of everything. This is mustard. Very, very nice. And I ordered enough, excuse me, to get free shipping. If you haven't figured that out yet. And then here is some pom-pom yarn, and this is in Neon Nights. I thought about making some dragons out of this color. I think that would be really cool. Even with pink, you could do it with pink or the green even, or even some yellow from Knotty Pony. That would be really cool. All right, and then I do have some of the yellow, and it's called Incandescent And I was using this also for my unicorns. This would make cute chickens. Way, way cute chickens. Alright. And then I have a ball of toffee. And I know I have another toffee. Here it is. It fell under the table. You ought to see this yarn around my my camera. It's boiling up to the surface. Okay, here's toffee. And then this one is called Iris. I love Iris. This is one of my favorite purples. And this is what this bun is made out of, is Iris. So there is that. And then, last but not least, I have a gray. Because I don't have a darker gray. This is called Seal. And I purchased 2. So there is that. So you guys, that is my yarn haul. This is crazy. Yeah, that's what I picked up with Knotty Pony and Premier, and I'm good for yarn. And then like I've got Yarnspirations on its way. It'll be here tomorrow. So I will save that haul for next week. How's that sound? So you guys, that is it. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and I'm gonna try to do a second upload. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a second upload, maybe do 2 uploads in a week rather than doing just one. Yeah, so then my videos won't be as long, that kind of thing. So what do you think about that? Do you think I should do just 1 video a week, or would you like to see my mug twice a week? Let me know down in the comments down below, and you guys take care. Have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon.